Okay, on the second page, questions on numbers 4, 5, or 6. Were you able to figure out number 4? Yes? How about the rest of you? Okay, I can see some faces like, oh, I didn't, but I don't want to say anything. Okay, let me go over this number 4. In number 4, guys, what you need to do, first of all, what is important is that it says the figure is not drawn to scale. So not because this piece, looks bigger than this, that means that it's bigger. But something that we know is that if we have an isosceles, it says triangle ABC is an isosceles. What is an isosceles supposed to be? A triangle with two equal sides. That's right. A triangle with two equal sides. So they're saying AB is congruent to AC. It's right here. And BC is 48. So this whole thing is 48. So the side on the bottom, that is 48. This is the ratio from DE to DF. So DE to DF, it's 5 to 7. So that's what we can put here. This is supposed to be 5, and this is supposed to be 7. So something that we're going to learn when we get to triangles is that if the long leg, let me just go back. If the long leg over here it's shorter than the long leg on this side over here, then the hypotenuse is going to be shorter than the hypotenuse over here. Okay? Now, if I try the numbers, A, 12. If I substitute 12, it says if DC, this is what we're looking for. If DC is 12, I know that the whole length is 48. So what would the BD equal to if we know that DC is 12? How much would that be? Subtract 12 from 48? 36. Does it make sense that that is 12 and this other side is 36? Not really, right? Because we said that this is bigger than this, so we're supposed to expect, right, that this is bigger than this right here. So A cannot be the answer. Okay? This cannot be the answer. So let me go back and let me substitute the other numbers. How about, let me start with the bottom one. See, one of the things that you need to keep in mind when you're taking the PSAT, SAT, and the ACT is that if you're going to try the answers, sometimes the answers are at the very bottom, okay, in many cases. So if D is what we try, which is if DC is 28, okay, so if this is 28, how much should be the piece, the remaining piece over here? 20, that's right, Jimmy, great. Okay, so if that is 28 and this is 20, let's set up the ratio. If I put 20 over 28, because that's how they set up this to this, left to right. So left to right, 20 over 28. Can you reduce the 20 over the 28? Is there a number, Roy, that goes into 20 and 28? Aside from number 2, is there a bigger number than 2? 4, that's right. 4 into 20 and 4 into 28. So is that the same ratio that was given over here? Yes, so therefore, this makes sense. D is the answer. Okay? Next problem. How about number 5? Questions on number 5. Should I go over number 5? Yes? Okay. So in number 5, we read the problem. It says, in a certain game, a player can solve easy and hard puzzles. A player earns 30 points for easy puzzles and 60 points for hard puzzles. Tina solved a total of 50 puzzles. So E plus H, the number of easy puzzles plus the number of hard puzzles, together it's a total of 50, right? 50 puzzles. So, but she earned 1,950 points in all. So together, 1,950 points together. So how many hard puzzles would Tina solve? Okay, well, I know that these numbers represent what? Easy or hard puzzles? Which of the two? is hard, right? So if I substitute the H for the hard, which is any of these numbers, then I can find out what E is. So since I'm going to try all of this here, let me go ahead and try the last one, which is a D. D is, let me see, 35. So if the hard is 35, how many E's is that supposed to be? 35, this should be 15. Okay, so it's 35 plus 15, and then we can substitute. Okay, so what was the answer for this one? Do you have it with you? It's B. Okay, well, let's try. Just because of time restrictions, we're going to go ahead and go with the answer, just so we can check that that is true. So this is supposed to be the number of hard puzzles, which is 15. So how many easy are we supposed to have so that the total is 50? 35. Okay, so let's see if that makes sense. So if you have 15 times 60, how much is 15 times 60? 60 times 15, 6 times 5 is 30, carry 3, 6 times 1 is 6 and 3, 9, so it's 900. Now let's multiply 30 times 35. Okay, what is 30 times 35? What is 3 times 5? 15, carry 1, 3 times 3 is 9, and 1 is 10, so it's 1050. When you add 1050 plus 900, is that 1950? And the answer is yes. So therefore, that's how you can check, what the answer should be. Okay?